I'm sure there used to be a tunnel on this log flume. Seems like the UK has got its first RMC. GCI trains? Oh, for goodness sake, they've removed the fire on Valhalla for this reimagining. Hello and welcome back to ThrillNet, and welcome to another video in my Planet Coaster recreation series. The series in which I show off recreations of real theme parks in Planet Coaster to keep you sane when you cannot visit them in real life. And yeah, this is the third and final episode showing off this amazing recreation of Blackpool Pleasure Beach by Real Steel. Like in the first two episodes, I'm going to be showing off various rides in the park. I'm going to be showing you on-ride POVs. I'm going to be talking a bit about the rides and, you know, how accurate they are in comparison to the rides in the park itself, as you can visit it in real life. And yeah, the recreations in parts 1 and 2 have been absolutely awesome, so make sure to watch this entire video so you don't miss any of this goodness that is this recreation, because, you know, it really is insane. Again, I'm going to have timestamps in the description to the various rides and times that they appear in the video, so that you can navigate easily to the rides that you want to see. As for rides, this episode we're going to be touring Rugrats Lost River, Nickelodeon Streak, Blue Flyer, Grand National, and the best dark / water ride in the country, Valhalla. Anyway, without further ado, let's jump in and let's get riding some rides. So as briefly mentioned there in the introduction to this video, we are starting off here at Rugrats Lost River, which is a little log flume in the Nickelodeon land area of Blackpool Pleasure Beach. So here we are. This log flume, it originally opened when the area was known as Beaver Creek, pre-2011, but in 2011 this log flume was rebranded into Rugrats Lost River, which is based on the Rugrats film, which I'm pretty sure is, you know, tells the story surrounding, you know, a few rats. Okay, turns out the film is actually about toddlers and not rats. Also, to any toddlers out there, if you are watching this video, get a parent to leave a like and comment down below. Anyway, here we are. It's just a little log flume. Everything looks the same here as I remember it. Those of you who watch the channel on a regular will know that I've not visited Blackpool Pleasure Beach in almost a year now. It's coming up to, due to the pandemic and me being at high risk, pretty much, but I do aim to get back this year. But yeah, Rugrats Lost River, I've ridden this a good few times, but you know, let's ride this in Planet Coaster and see if there are in fact any differences for 2021 in terms of this ride. Okay, here we are on the ride. As I said, it's a little log flume. This it's, you know, it's only got its one drop. But yeah, it's a good little ride. The other water ride in this park is Valhalla, and oh, there's, yeah, some interesting stuff going on there at Nickelodeon Streak that we'll have to talk about later. Yeah, you know, it's a nice little log flume. They obviously have Valhalla as well, which is an indoor enclosed water ride that also acts as a dark ride, but that's a much bigger ride and more sort of catered towards thrill seekers than this little log flume. So obviously this is a nice log flume, and I just noticed I'm sure there used to be a tunnel on this log flume, but I guess that's been removed for 2021. But you know, it's a good way, I guess, this for obviously younger visitors to the park to sort of build up on this log flume to Valhalla, obviously, because that's got much bigger drops and stuff. So yeah, you know, it's a good starter log flume, this. And there we go, down the little drop, and that's all there really is to this ride, really. It's a little log flume, but as I said, next we're going to have a ride on Nickelodeon Streak, so I'll meet you there. Well, that was a nice, relaxing ride on Rugrats Lost River. didn't get too wet, obviously, with that being geared towards a younger audience. Yeah, as promised, next we're going to take a ride on Nickelodeon Streak, which is a 1933 wooden roller coaster. So it's nearly 90 years old now. So turn around here, and we can see it. And oh, this looks a bit. They haven't RMC'd this, have they? Like, let's take a look at that. Looks like RMC track, like not traditional wooden coaster track. Seems like the UK has got its first RMC for 2021. Obviously, you know, RMC hybrid this is. Yeah, so now, you know, all of you lot going on about how much Fort Park needs an RMC can shut up, because Blackpool's got one. Like, apologies, Southerners, but you're not getting no UK's first RMC, because Pleasure Beach has that now. Okay, that was a bit harsh. Southerners, I'm sorry. Please don't take offence. And just going up the exit there, I am entitled to an E-band being disabled, so I can use the exit to rides, you know, if I want. And just E-band queues where that applies, but on Nickelodeon Streak it's the exit you use. But here we are. And what, like, lovely new... Wait, are these new? These look... Wait, what? Traditional wooden coaster trains on an RMC, like, hybrid track. I've never seen this before. Like, this has got to be the first wooden coaster train RMC hybrid coaster. Like, I can't believe this. Like, this is a world first. Like, I can't wait to ride this. Like, let's jump on this. Like, well done, Pleasure Beach. Like, I can't believe you've gone and got a world first. Like, this is going to really put you on the map now. Well, that was a brilliant ride there on Blackpool's RMC conversion of Nickelodeon Streak, new for 2021. On a serious note, this is a traditional wooden coaster in real life, obviously, and I really don't know why Real Steel has chosen to, like, recreate this as an RMC, because, like, they use, like, the traditional wooden coaster for Big Dipper, and obviously we rode that in the last episode, and I don't understand at all why an RMC has been used, because, you know, this is a similar coaster type to Big Dipper in real life until 2021, clearly. But yeah, gave a brilliant airtime, that RMC, though, I've got to say. Like, incredible. The layout's pretty much the same. You know, they usually, with these RMCs, change up the layout a bit and put some inversions in there, but no, obviously he's gone with, on a serious note, with a, you know, traditional layout with an RMC coaster for some reason. Yeah, one improvement though to this new RMC, I've got to say, going back to these awful jokes of mine, is that it can now run two trains. Like, Nick Streak now runs two trains, whereas before it could only one train until 2021. Now it runs two. But we're here at Blue Flyer, and hang on, this has been converted to an RMC as well. Like, are you serious? This has been converted. Look, this looks like an RMC to me. Like, I wonder why. RMC Blue Flyer. I never thought that was going to be a thing. Seriously though, if you do want updates regarding future developments at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, be sure to subscribe to ThrillNet and click the bell to enable notifications. That way you'll join the Thrill Network and you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. You know, as well as these jokey Planet Coaster recreation videos, I upload a lot of informative videos as well about parks here in the UK and beyond, and you know, I'll be sure to cover future developments at Blackpool Pleasure Beach on the channel this year, especially when I get back to theme parks, you know, in formats such as vlogs and just other informative videos, etc, etc. We've also took out like the station building for this ride for 2021. The cattle pen's gone. We just got this bit of queue now. I'm guessing, you know, this coaster was originally designed for kids, but the kids are too intimidated by the RMC track on this thing, and the adults still think it's going to be boring, and teenagers, so yeah, no one's really riding this, so they decided to take out the cattle pen, I guess. But let's come up here, and yeah, this is an... oh, I was just stepping on the track there. Don't do that, kids. RMC with GCI trains? This is, my friends, the world's first GCI RMC hybrid. Like, wow. And like the trains are different colours. Like, they're now yellow instead of blue, and oh my word. Let's get on this thing. That Blue Flyer RMC may be small, but nevertheless, it was absolutely incredible. Like, I mean, you know, it is an RMC, so what do you expect? But I still got tons of airtime over those hills. The tunnel's still there on that one. They've not removed it, unlike the Rugrats tunnel. And that's despite the station building having been removed as well. But yeah, it was incredible. On a serious note, I really do not understand why this person has used a GCI train on an RMC track to recreate this, but you know, hey ho, RMC Blue Flyer, this person could be predicting the future here. Yeah, that was absolutely crazy. I told you guys at the start of this video, this Blackpool Pleasure Beach recreation is crazy. And now we're going to be heading to Grand National, which is the last wooden coaster we have to ride on this recreation. We obviously did Big Dipper last episode. We've done Nick Streak and Blue Flyer this episode, and we're about to do Grand National to complete the lot. But this is a Mobius loop coaster that opened in 1935, and I'll explain a bit more about what that means, Mobius loop, when we get over to it. But yeah, they had 3 wooden coasters in a row in 3 consecutive years, Blackpool Pleasure Beach. Nickelodeon Streak originally opened as Roller Coaster in Beaver Creek in 1933. Blue Flyer originally opened as Zipper Dipper in Beaver Creek in 1934. And Grand National opened in 1935. And I should quickly mention, we here have Ghost Train and Alice in Wonderland. However, these rides look like they're having some extensive refurbishments. So I think we'll leave them be. But yeah, you can see Grand National here on this bridge, and you'll notice it has 2 tracks. Well, you may well think it has 2 tracks, but strictly speaking, it has 1. And that is because the Mobius Loop coaster essentially consists of, you know, 2 sides. There's a left side and a right side combined into 1 track. So you got a station, and you actually travel around the layout, or pretty much a identical layout on one side of the ride, and then you get to a station on the other side of the station where you boarded the ride, and then there's actually track from that station linking back round, around the original layout to the first station. So it's really interesting. However, I believe I've heard rumours that things may be being changed for 2021, and that this Blackpool Pleasure Beach Planet Coaster recreation could confirm that. We actually have traditional trains on a wooden track this time, so no RMC conversion for Grand National, despite lots of enthusiasts having cried out for that for quite a while now. But yeah, here we are, and without further ado, we're on the right side of the track. Let's board this train. I won't ride both sides, you'll see the left side's over there. I'll just do one. But yeah, let's get on this train, and I'll shut up again so you can enjoy the rides. And I'll speak to you on the other side. Well, that was a brilliant ride there on Grand National. There was the odd jolt here and there, but it's been like that for a good few years now. Obviously, it is old, so it's to be expected. It's approaching 90 years old, obviously in 4 years' time. But yeah, as I'm sure many of you are aware, they've done some re-tracking work on that over winter. And you could tell, I think there was the odd layout change. And one thing it seems they've done when they've done this re-tracking work is they've changed the ending. I thought I saw it before and I mentioned it briefly. The tracks, it's not really a Mobius loop anymore because the track you're on links back to the same station rather than the opposite station, so it's interesting. Obviously before, the tracks would swap over at the start, so the right track would then become the left track and vice versa, so that then they could link up to opposite stations at the end. But now, they do still do that, however they cross back over again at the end, so then the left track obviously becomes the right track again and links to the right station. Anyway, the last ride you'll know from the introduction we're going to be taking a look at today is Valhalla, the UK's best water/dark ride, and I mean it has to be one of the best in the world, doesn't it? This thing is incredible. Just hop over the cattle pen fences here. But yeah, Valhalla, it's 5 or 6 minute long ride. They've been, they're doing some refurbishments. However, I've been granted special access. They've warned me, it's pretty unfinished at the moment. There's a lot going on in there, but I've been granted special access to this ride. Because I told them how much I missed it, basically. So yeah, despite this not opening again till 2022, and they've repaired the station for me. There's been scaffolding before on that, but because it seems to do a full station refurbishment. But they've sorted something out for me. Here we are. We're going to take a ride on this. I'm not expecting to see anything new. I'm expecting this to seem quite unfinished and in a bit of a state, really. But I told them how much I missed it, and yeah, they said I could ride it. And they've got some new boats though, log flume boats. They had completely different boats before. On a serious note, the Intamin water ride that this is based upon, this ride, while it's modelled after, isn't in the game. But anyway, enough rambling. Let's get on this thing. And I think I'll talk during this ride because why not keep you company throughout this rather long ride experience. Here we go, guys, on Valhalla. I should note that this is a lights on exclusive experience. Pleasure Beach told me that they turn the lights on just so I could take a look. They said we'll turn the lights on, see if you can spot any sort of exclusives regarding what's going to be coming to the ride. But so far I can't see anything. It's lights on, but obviously there's not going to be lights in every part of the ride, and it all seems the same so far. So I'm guessing that this start bit hasn't really been touched. And yeah, this is the same. And oh my word, that's not low. We've got sparks now. We've got... This wasn't here before, was it? I don't think it was. But here we are at this first lift hill. I can see some light at the top, so... I'm guessing that, lights on. It's understandable. We've got these big eyes here now. I don't remember them being here. Squirting some water down, and oh my word, I'm going to get a bit wet. But yeah, here we go. And this is very bare now. Seems like that they've taken out all the flashy light things, or... No, they haven't taken them out actually. They're just turned on. And I couldn't see them flashing, obviously, because they were just turned on constantly. Lights on. But yeah, it's a bit bare so far, gotta say. Oh, this is going to be the steam room, is it? That we go into. It seems to be staying, although who knows. Those who have ridden Valhalla will obviously know what I'm talking about here. But yeah, I'm gonna turn the next corner now, and obviously go into the water room. With all the water pouring down, I am guessing. So I'll turn around here. And... oh, it seems a little... oh no. It's a bit more empty than I remember it, I'd say. I know we've got lights flashing. And the backwards bit, oh no, we have got water, we have got water, yeah. It's not that empty. And they've taken out the turntable, that's renowned for causing problems. It's understandable they've done this. And we're now just going to turn round to the left. We've still got this window here, where we did have the turntable though. And we're now going to be heading down a bit of a drop, I believe, and they nearly slammed the door in my face there. That door wasn't there before. I'm guessing that's a bit of a jump scare that they're going to be adding in. And we've got this little drop now. So yeah, I dropped down to the left. Never seen a drop like this on a log flume before, but there we are. Oh, into the ice room though. Here we are. This is still freezing, and it looks pretty much the same. But yeah, here we are. The ice room, and we're going to be going into our first drop now, which is, yeah, big drop. those who've ridden the ride will know. And here we are, this is still here, and it's still as, you know, in the dark and terrifying as before, except the lights are on it, obviously. But there we go, water vortex, and yeah, round to the right for our second lift hill. It's definitely a bit bare in here though. There was definitely more stuff in here before. No lights down this bit, it seems, apart from mostly the lights that you would normally see if you were riding the ride. Here we go, up the second lift hill. Seems like we've got some light up here. So, yeah. Here we go into the next section of the ride. I feel like these lift hills are a bit faster than before as well, but I'm not sure. And oh my words! Oh, what's happening here? Seems like we're going outside. They've taken this entire roof off. What's happened to the jungle scene? Seems like it's getting removed. You know, the entire roof's gone. It seems like doing a bit of replacement. I don't know whether it's been damaged by water leakages or I don't even know. Like, here we are. We're outside. Nothing really to see here. The jungle has been taken away and it seems like it's been replaced for 2022 when this reopens. Exclusive here on ThrillNet, the jungle scene in Valhalla is being completely replaced for its reimagining. But here we are, all this is bare. It wasn't bare before. They've taken a lot of things out. Like, it's a major refurbishment. I can understand why it's, you know, like a 2-year refurbishment, and obviously due to COVID, but still, you know, it was going to be 1 year before, so it's always going to be big, but obviously COVID delayed it, which is understandable, and now it's going to take 2 years. And here we go down the double drop, and there we go into the. I didn't see a lot of fire. Oh, for goodness sake, they've removed the fire on Valhalla for this reimagining. Wow. Oh my words. No fire whatsoever. It's completely bare in there. I don't know what they're going to put in there, but the fire is gone, which basically pretty much confirmed as it's, you know, it's removed, it's gone. We're never going to experience that fire again, which is really disappointing. I'm not going to lie, I'm not too happy about this. And that water cannon at the end is still there though. And there we go, Valhalla back into the station with no scaffolding. Obviously, as I said before, it's all been taken down and the station's sort of been restored so I can do this special experience. But there we go. Lights on Valhalla. Well, that was an interesting ride on Valhalla there. Seems like a lot of the scenery is missing, and I'm assuming it's, you know, getting refurbished or replaced, obviously, for this 2022 reimagining. On a serious note, as I've mentioned in previous episodes, this recreation hasn't been worked on since sort of 2018 time. You know, there are bits and bobs around the park that are missing. You know, I've mentioned a few of them. You know, the tunnel on Rugrats Lost River, the station building for Blue Flyer. You know, seriously, those are the reasons why those bits and pieces are missing. Simply because, you know, Real Steel's done bits and bobs and hasn't finished it. But, you know, a half-finished recreation of Valhalla there. You know, there were bits in there, such as the ice room that were finished. But, yeah, make sure you subscribe and click the bell if you have enjoyed this video. You know, so you can join the Thrill Network and be notified every time I upload future videos. Be sure to also leave this video a like if you have enjoyed it. As I said at the start of this video, this is the final episode in a 3-part mini-series touring this crazy recreation at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. And as well as liking this video, if you have enjoyed it, please leave a comment down below, because, you know, I'd really appreciate to hear your thoughts on this series. as well as your suggestions regarding, future series, future recreations that you'd like me to tour. In the top left now, you're going to see a video recommended to you by YouTube. In the top right, you're going to see a video recommended by me. And in the bottom middle, you're going to see an option to subscribe. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time.